In this video, I'm gonna help Serenity hit her driver at least 30 yards farther. So Serenity is our subscriber to our channel, and she's been struggling with her driver. So how far do you hit with your driver right now?
I hit about 170 to 180.
170 to 180. And what's your shot shape like?
I hit a lot of slices or push.
Slice or push. So a little open club face. Okay. So let's start with you hitting 3 shots.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay, so it's not bad. Okay, let's do one more. Oh. Oh, okay. That's super toey.
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, do you know why you're hitting it to the right side?
I
The
think
main reason?
my club face is open.
That could be a main reason. Yes, that's what a lot of people think. But all 3 shots you had today, you hit, all of them were hitting on the toe. So if you look at the slow-mo video of where your ball striking is, what happens is when you hit the ball, your club twists this way. Yes. So that's what's happening. So it twists and opens the club face. So depends on what your club path is. It's either going to draw or it's going to start right. So it's always going to start right though. So that's the main, I think that is the main reason why you're pushing a ball or hitting it to the right side, not the open club face. But it could be both. So first, we gotta change your ball striking position. We have to find the sweet spot first. That's the first thing. And then we're going to see if you're still hitting it to the right side and slowly fixing your driver swing.
Got it.
That's another reason why you're losing a lot of distance, because you're probably losing around at least 10 to 20 yards, not hitting it on the sweet spot. Okay? So let's get to your setup one more time. And I love your swing, by the way. Yeah, guys, you have a great swing. And you told me you've been golfing for one season? This is your second season?
This is my second season.
Oh, wow, that's pretty good. Okay, so let's get to your setup one more time. So let's start with your setup. So do your setup for me to the ball. Okay, so is that where you normally set up?
Yes.
So we're gonna try out a few things. First thing is we're gonna move around 1 inch close to the ball. Yeah, and then just set up on the center of the club head instead of putting it on the toe. Okay, and then we're gonna hit 2 shots. Okay, good. That was slightly less off the toe. But let's try it one more time, but still on the toe though. Okay, that's better. So that was exactly in the center of the club face. So you see this mark here?
Oh.
Yeah. So you just gain around 10 to 15 yards at least just by hitting in the center of the club face. So that was very simple. Right?
Yeah.
So first thing is when you're at the driving range, you have no idea where you're hitting. That's one of the issues. So you gotta go use a TrackMan or any video system or golf zone to see where your striking is. It's really hard to tell where you're hitting. Sometimes you feel like you're hitting the heel, sometimes it's toe, and it's backwards. So first thing was just you hitting the toe. So just stand 1 inch closer. That's the easiest ways to fix it right away, okay? And then let's get to your setup one more time. I notice as soon as you do hit the center, your ball is going pretty straight, which tells you that your club face is not actually open. Yeah, so let's try just one more shot and in the center, stand a little bit closer than before and see if you're still open club face. Same thing. So you hit that just slightly off the toe, just a little bit, but it was pretty straight. So it tells you that your face angle is square at the impact. So another reason why you're losing a lot of distance is the attack angle. And then another swing that I want to fix, the major thing that I want to fix on your swing is that you're not using the lower body. Yes, you're starting your hitting the ball was pretty much with the 80% of your arm. Your lower body is just very passive, and your arm hitting the ball, and your lower body is following after. So let me show you a quick example. This is how your swing look like. So here, back swing, hit the ball, and your hip is turning after, following. So if you look at any tour pros, LPGA tour pros, when starting of the transition is starting of the downswing. Starting of the downswing, when your arm is at 9 o'clock and 12 o'clock, your hip should be turning this way. So right now, when you're doing a transition, your hip is facing forward and then facing forward. So we want to get into impact more like this. So we want the belt buckle to be facing the target. So let's get to your setup one more time. So have you heard about the term body swing before? You never heard of it?
No.
Okay, so that's what we're trying to do. So right now you're at 80% upper body, 20% lower body. We got to get at least down to 50% lower body, 50% upper body.
Got it.
So let's get to your setup. Okay, back swing. And then we got to initiate with your right feet. Okay, so right now your right toe is very open. So if your right foot is very open like this, it's really hard to initiate with your lower body. Yes, we got to get your right feet facing forward. And then first movement that I want to see is your right knee moving towards a target like this. Yes, oh, good. So what you did really good was you use your right toe to push your knees this way. Okay, so what I see when I tell people to do that is their feet starts to do this. But what you did was pushing it this way using your right toe. So let's try that a few more times. Turn. Good. 1, 2, and 3. Stop. Good. So when you're in this position, you notice your left bicep is pushing against your chest, right? So you have to feel that motion every time you're hitting the ball. Pull, 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 pull. Yes, right there. So only way you can feel that position is by doing a weight transfer to your left side, using your right leg, push your lower body towards a target like this, and then you got to delay your upper body. Okay, so we're gonna do that with the small swing. So just 1, 2, 3. So let your lower body initiate the swing. 1, 2, swing. Good. Let's try that 2 more times. 1, 2, swing. Good. And let's get your feet straight, not open. Straight, fully straight. Good. And I want you to feel a little bit of pressure on your right knee when you're at the top of the backswing. So right knee is not doing this. Just keep it slightly bent. Keep it bent. And fire. Perfect. Good. So let's do that with 20 to 30% more power. So right leg straight. Okay. 1, fire. Good. Goes a little bit better. Let's try 2 more. Good. Okay. 1 more. Good. Perfect. Good. Now your lower body's actually starting the downswing. Okay, so this time we're gonna hit the ball, but we're not trying to hit the ball like hard. Just focus on initiating with your lower body and almost imagine you're hitting the ball with your right knee like this. Okay. Good. Okay. So just hit that slightly off the toe. Let's try just 1 more time. Stand a little bit closer and right foot straight. Good. Great job. So perfect. So that's exactly what I was looking for in your swing. Main reason why we're starting to use the lower body is you're gonna have a like a plateau of hitting the ball far if you're just using your arm. Unless you work go to the gym and work on your arms a lot, like arm and shoulder and the back. But if you want to hit the ball farther and straighter, you got to start with your lower body and use the rotational power. not just the arm power, because right now you're pretty much only using the arm. So you're gonna have a limit of generating power. So golf is a rotational sport. You're not supposed to use your arm to swing. Your lower bodies initiate the swing and arm naturally follows, and then only the part that you're using for your arm and to create power is the wrist right here. Okay. And a little bit of chopping motion too, but mostly the power comes from the lower body and your upper body starts to follow. So once you understand that movement, then you have limitless possibility to hit the ball far. Okay. So if you look at any LPGA players, when you see their impact position, their body's like in this position, not in this position. Yeah. Do you watch LPGA?
I do.
Oh, you do? Okay, that's perfect. Or watch NCAA or like college golfers play golf. They have a very fast lower body. That's how they generate so much more power. So now we're gonna add a little bit more power to the swing. So we were just swinging with like 70% power using the lower body, right? Now we're gonna go 100%. Okay. Stand a little bit closer. Okay, that was still on the toe hitting the ground. So it's gonna take some time to get used to the swing. So just try. Okay. So it's gonna have 2 more shots. Okay, that's better. Oh, still slightly on the toe though.
Okay. Let me try to stand a little bit closer then.
Yeah, a little bit closer and extend your arm. All right, let's get a little bit of rest. That's super too. So as a recap, so she was struggling with hitting the sweet spot. She was hitting mostly on the toe. So she thought it was an open club face, but it was actually the toe strike. And I made her first easiest way is to just stand closer. And another way you can, if you have a toe miss, another way to fix this is by extending your arms a little bit farther this way instead of pulling it this way. And then another one was initiating with the lower body. So she's still struggling with initiating the lower body right now to generate power because her whole timing and sequencing is off. So before she was just very comfortable with using the arm and swinging the club. Now she's initiating with the lower body. So she's slightly losing her club speed right now. And also she's keep hitting also on the toe too. So let's bring her back so we can apply this to her swing again. So go back to where you were. This time, trying to extend your arm. And also let's get your backswing to be a little bit more flatter so you can swing it more from inside out. So just the backswing, make it more.
More backswing?
Oh, no, make it more flatter. So
more
try
flat.
The backswing again. Make it flatter backswing, not on the top. More flatter, so it gives you better attack angle right here, and it helps you throw the club better. If you're going a little bit more steeper with your arm, it can go slightly out to in, and you have another chance of hitting the toe. So a little bit flatter backswing.
Ready.
Yep.
Is that my toe again?
Yes.
Okay.
A lot on the toe. So let me show you an example. So if you're trying to fix the toe miss, you're gonna do it exactly opposite, trying to hit the heel.
Got it.
So if you stand too close, you've been hitting too much ground, right? So stand in the exact same spot where you were, and then we're gonna do half swing. Just half swing and trying to push your arms towards that way. Just half swing, and then intentionally trying to hit the heel like this. Just hit the heel. See how much I'm hitting the heel? So you gotta train. This is not gonna happen right away because you're so used to your old swing. You're still going to keep hitting the toe. So half swing, hit the heel. That was a little bit better. Okay. So you see how far you can hit
Wow.
with the half swing.
I feel like I barely hit that and I went so far.
Yeah, that's all about hitting the sweet spot. Intentionally trying to hit the heel. Good. That was almost in the center. Okay. So you got the feeling of sensation of throwing your arms now? Okay. Let's do a full swing now. Right feet straight. Okay, stand much closer than you think. And then oh, good. You're in the center
Oh, nice.
of the club face, but hit the ground.
So hit the ground first?
Yes. Get
So
your right feet straight. Oh, same spot, but let's tilt this way a little bit. So maintain that tilt and trying to hit the heel. Yeah. Okay, that was good. Okay. Great shot. Okay, yeah, that was in the, you see, right in the center.
Oh,
Yeah, so good job. So we went from 170 to around 205, 170 average to 205, but we're still working on a lot of things and you're struggling some of the shot. And any question for your...
is there like a breakdown of what I can do really quickly to gain the distance?
Yeah. For distance, it's not gonna help you with the distance right away because you would need to work on the sequencing, which means everything has to come down in a perfect step by step. But we did work on the lower body, which is gonna help you hit the ball more consistent. Because if you use your arms more, and arms, wrist, and the shoulder, which is small muscle, you're not gonna have any consistency when you're hitting the ball. That's why all the pros, they use their lower body to initiate their swing. But once you understand the initiating the lower body with your swing, then everything will you naturally increase the distance time by time once your sequencing gets better. So that's why we've been struggling right now.
Yeah.
So thanks for watching our video. Please like and subscribe and support us by joining our YouTube membership. See you guys soon.